The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, 280. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go, D. 11. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Ryan on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
To throw on second and 10. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. 18 yards, first down Niners. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20.
53, Mike. Danny.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Let's go one more.
Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Check. Pressure. 22 jet bomber.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Check. Crunch. Gun. Slam. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 50. Gun. Here we go. Hey.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Mike, 53.
Gun.
Mike, wants to run.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We're going to 54. Why is? Watch the slant. Watch the shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 47. 29, 26.
Now Prescott. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Check. Lucky.
Prescott on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. McCaffrey slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What we got? Check. Rush in. 58. Wide. Get wide.
X3. 218. Chop.
This is Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Mostert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. That one complete. He finds Shark. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Silver. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Undercrunch.
They will go to 53.
Check.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Hey, check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now they try the right side here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
On third down, Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. And all the way down to the 35. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's complete to Adams. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Slam.
Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 53.
Watch the ship.
Prescott. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check safety, check.
Go to 54, go to 54. Out.
Check
26.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the
We're going to 54.
Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Let's go. Big series right here.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Green once again the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for it. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, check. Hey, South. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Pass.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Here we go.
I got you. I got you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They go play action here on first down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down, Seattle.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check out 3. Check. We're going to 54.
Prescott to throw it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carl Nassib, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
We're going to 53.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
It's a keeper with Prescott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It's outfield. Hey, it's all right. Shoot!
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep for Adams. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. We're going to 53. Lucky.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 47.
53, check 53. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. And that is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, this is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Room here to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill.
To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off. Let's get off the field.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Check 53.
We're going to 54. Wire.
Check 50. Check.
26.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Prescott now. It's caught here by Adams. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Here we go, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott being chased out left. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
58. Under crush, go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Ready, 280.
57 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 41-yard
Ready.
line.
Hey, 25.
Check 53.
20.
Let's go, B.
Hey, 59. Ready.
Let's get there.
Ready, set.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
It's our time.
39. Check.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Going to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Throwing now is Ryan. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Touchdown, 49ers. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Check 53's Mike. Tighten up.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. Third down here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Prescott off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, first down Niners. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.